right now. Go down to the comments and let me know what your favorite Minecraft biome is. This will help me know which seeds to feature in my next Minecraft Seeds video. Today, I have a good mix of different seeds for Minecraft 1.18. Be sure to let me know which one of the seeds you see is your favorite. This is recorded in Java Edition. The terrain will be the same, but structures are different in Bedrock Edition. Alright, let's roll that intro. Let's get started with this seed that was originally discovered and posted to Reddit by Jero. When looking at the map of this seed, you notice that the spawn is actually on a pretty big island. In fact, as you can see, it's a beautiful mountainous island. That causes some incredible cliffs on the island. That actually includes this cliffside village. I love how this village generates here, and how part of the village generates in the water. Just a really cool village to spawn right next to. You can find various cave openings throughout the island. Among them is one that leads down to this mine shaft. This section looks really awesome. I mean, there's just so many chains hanging down from the top of the cave. This same cave actually leads directly to a stronghold. In fact, it leads right to the portal room. How cool is it to have the stronghold right on the island that you spawn on? South of the spawn island, you can find this ocean monument. But not just that, a shipwreck too. The shipwreck has easy access to this chest with loot, and this chest with loot too. I love how the monument has a massive crater under it too. This is just such a cool location. It gets even better when you notice it's next to a mushroom island. You can see on the map that it's a pretty decently sized mushroom biome too. You've even got some icebergs near it too. This is an incredible seed with a mountain island at spawn, which has a cliffside village and a stronghold underneath. Next up, we have a beautiful mountain seed. The spawn of this seed is actually on the edge of some jagged peaks. They just look absolutely incredible in my opinion. Jagged peaks are probably my favorite looking Minecraft mountains. I think below the mountains would make a great place to build. Think about how awesome the mountains would appear as a backdrop to a build, or even building into the mountains and utilizing them as a part of your build. At the bottom of the mountains, you can find a village. It's actually a pretty big village with a lot of buildings. That includes 2 church buildings. It's cool seeing the village at different elevations. Just south of the village is a ruined portal. It's always cool to see structures near each other. Of course, the portal comes with some loot too. Towards the north, you can find a second village. This village has some crazy generation. I mean, just look at this building down here. Just wild. Such a cool village. Finally, I just want to share the stronghold location of the seed. There's not much of a reason for wanting to show it, but the portal does come with 0 eyes, so that adds an added challenge there. So a pretty awesome seed here with some incredible mountains at spawn. Alright, this seed has not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 villages near spawn. A look at the map shows that the spawn of this seed is surrounded by the 4 villages. You can see that you spawned into this world in a plains with patches of sunflower plains, and you're surrounded by some higher terrain. It's definitely a nice place for a spawn build. Atop one of the meadow sections at spawn is the first village. A bit of it also stretches into a forest. This village actually has 3 church buildings. There's also a blacksmith building, which has some loot inside of it. The second village is down in the spawn plains biome. There really isn't anything too crazy about this village. I do like how a bit of it generates within a river though. The third village is partly inside of a section of meadow. It stretches down the meadow hill, with the bottom being inside of the plains biome. The paths and buildings cause the hill to just look like a mess. And the fourth and final village is this one right over here. It generates within the plains biome and on the edge of some water. The terrain throughout the village is kind of interesting. The village generates with 2 church buildings. Up on the meadow near the third village, you can find this cave opening that leads down to a dripstone cave. With there being a mine shaft down here, it just looks absolutely awesome. It's great knowing this is underneath the spawn area of this seed. This is definitely an awesome seed with 4 villages around spawn. Now we are going to check out another seed that has a spawn on an island. This island is mostly a plains biome with a small section of snowy plains, a small section of snowy taiga, and a super small forest. You've probably also noticed the frozen ocean around the island too. It's always awesome seeing icebergs so close to spawn. I love the look of frozen oceans. Within the same frozen ocean, there is an ocean monument. Look how awesome this looks. So cool seeing the monument surrounded by icebergs. But now let's get back to the island, where you'll find a village. It's not the most exciting village for sure, but it's cool seeing it generate on the beach. And you can find this super small section of windswept gravelly hills here, which is kind of interesting. Right across the island from the village is a pillager outpost. It generates with 4 scarecrow pumpkin targets, 4 cages, 3 tents, and of course the tower, which you can find some loot at the top of. Pretty cool having it on the same island as a village. In the same ocean to the southeast, there is a mushroom island. It's a pretty decent size, and it's just always nice knowing that there's one that's pretty close to spawn. I like how this terrain looks here. Underneath the mushroom island is this stronghold. I'm giving you the coordinates directly to the portal room. Some unique generation here, I guess. Finally, I want to share this one last location. I actually shared a picture of this place on Twitter when I first found it. Everything about this place is just crazy. I mean, let's just start with how awesome this terrain looks. And then we have not only a shipwreck on land, but within a village, and within this cow pen. Just absolutely crazy. What an awesome place to find. This seed is absolutely awesome, with it all starting at an island that has both a village and an outpost. And to finish off this video, I want to share a seed that I personally really like. This isn't a typical plains biome like spawn, as we actually spawn into an old growth pine taiga biome with some really tall trees. There's some high sections of elevation around too. This could be a place for a unique spawn build. On the side of the hills, you can see openings leading right to Lush caves. It's great having such easy access to the Lush cave, and it's really cool being able to see the caves on the side of the hills. Traveling through the Lush cave will eventually bring you to a dripstone cave, so that means we get both cave types super close to spawn. Plus, it's always awesome seeing both of the cave types next to each other. You can also find another Lush cave opening on another hill too. This one just so happens to lead to an absolutely incredible Lush cave. If you want to build a Lush cave base, well, look no further than here. It's nice and open, it's big, and it just looks incredible. To the west of spawn, you'll eventually get to this woodland mansion location. On the bottom floor of the mansion, I found multiple of these chest rooms. The terrain out of the second floor windows looks kinda cool. For size perspective, the top floor of the mansion has 8 rooms. Near the entrance of the mansion, there is this cave opening that leads right to a zombie spawner. How cool is that? The spawner dungeon is just wide open and super easy to access. Plus, you get 2 chests of loot here. The terrain around the mansion is really cool too, like this floating birch forest section. And underneath this area, you can find both cave types. So another area in this seed with both cave types right next to each other. Just really caps off the entire mansion area. So overall, this is a pretty cool seed with a unique building location at spawn and some easy access to Lush caves. So that does it for this one. Check out my blog for all the coordinates to locations shown in this video. To see more Minecraft seeds, click the video that is on screen. If you would like to help me out, feel free to leave a like on this video. For more Minecraft videos, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for all of my future videos. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out of here. See ya.